Good afternoon, everyone. Brian Sullivan here reporting for Out and About Nashville this Thursday, July 2nd. Here's what you need to know today. Nashville will revert to phase 2 of its reopening process on Friday, July 3rd, as COVID-19 cases continue to skyrocket. Metro reported more than 600 new cases on Thursday, which brings the one-week total to more than 2,000 in the city alone. Today's case count is the highest single-day increase in Metro Nashville. The state has seen increases as well and is on pace to its worst week since the pandemic began. No exact timeline was given, except that phase 2 will last for at least a few weeks, according to Mayor John Cooper.
Nashville faces another challenge in a season of challenges. Our phase 3 has not been effective, and we're going to go back to what we know is effective in slowing the spread of the disease. Beginning Friday, July the 3rd, and for the next several weeks at least, Nashville will revert to a phase 2 with modifications for the roadmap for reopening Nashville. The modified plan is tailored on what we've learned through contact tracing investigations over the past several weeks. It is in response to sharp recent case increases and clustering of cases. Now, 4 of our 6 health metrics for reopening Nashville are green. Our transmission rate is yellow, between 1.03 to 1.16, but our 14-day rolling daily case average is red. Today's new confirmed case count is 608, a record daily high for Davidson County. This means we have to respond as a community to get us back on track.
The Metro Public Health Department has issued an order requiring masks to be worn in Nashville beginning on Friday. Those who violate that order, quote, shall be subject to civil and criminal penalties, including punishment as a Class C misdemeanor. A new HUD rule would dismantle protections for homeless transgender people. Homeless shelters would have the right to turn away transgender people from single-sex facilities that correspond to their gender identity. Advocates for LGBTQ rights say the rule would mean transgender women, potentially even other women mistaken as transgender, could be referred to shelters that also accommodate men, where they could face abuse or assault. Some women could lose access to shelter entirely. A report released in 2011 by the National Center for Transgender Equality and the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force said more than half of the transgender people surveyed who had used a homeless shelter reported being harassed. 25% reported they were physically assaulted, and 22% reported that they were sexually assaulted. Jewish Family Service of Nashville and Middle Tennessee is being recognized by the Human Rights Campaign in its 2020 All Children, All Families report for its 18 years of work in the field of same-sex adoptions. The report is in its second year and recognizes organizations that implement LGBTQ inclusive policies and practices, including non-discrimination, staff training, and creating a welcoming environment. JFS is the only agency in Tennessee to receive the designation. Earlier this year, you'll remember Governor Lee signed into law a measure that allows agencies to deny adoption services to same-sex couples if doing so violates their religious policies or beliefs. The American Civil Liberties Union urged the governor not to sign the legislation, and advocacy groups like HRC say it targets members of the LGBTQ community. The July 2020 issue of Out and About Nashville is hot off the press and heading to a newsstand near you. In this issue, Faces of COVID, we focus on the impact of COVID-19 on the Nashville LGBTQ community. Our cover photo is from a local photography project called Queers in Quarantine. In addition to offering an in-depth look at this project by local photographer Emily April Allen, we explore how COVID has impacted not only those who have had the disease, but also those whose lives and businesses have been profoundly reshaped by the social changes COVID-19 has brought on. If you'd like to see your business or organization highlighted in our broadcast, you can contact Cody Stallings at cstallings@outandaboutnashville.com. That's our show for today, everyone. Take care, stay woke, And if you're going to be out and about, please, please, please wear your mask. We're all in this together. Got it?